Little experience. Only pitched 5 times this year.
Time all season he's hit leadoff. This guy is 3 for 40 with 14 strikes. Kevin Cash today said we need our offense to wake up. You see the bottom there, Randy Arroyo.
Yeah, but the career's been just a minute. He's made 1 major league start in his career.
With a 2.5 ERA.
23-year-old Venezuelan will face this Geico batting order. Brando, Joey Wendell, Willie Adames, and Mike Zunino will round out the games. 1 start in the rest field. Back on it is Tucker.
Last night made them both. Gurriel at first, and then in the outfield, Tucker and left.
Garcia deals it, and a swing and a miss. And the next one,
a little see a 1 for 21. He handles righties very well.
A-ball last season, and that's put him in the picture for the Astros this year when they came back to the count on Arozarena. And he sends one to left field, hits it hard, but right at postseason setup. Both league championship series for 3 of the 4 teams anyway. All that
You're just going with you hope here with
regular season that he had a multi-hit game.
You know, in Game 4 of the World Series.
And not afraid to pitch upstairs too and challenge these hitters. But look at that changeup. Wow, what a pitch. Played Astros batting order presented by Geico is turned in by Dusty Baker. Springer Brando rounded out. And there's John Curtis. This is the
used in the postseason.
And first pitch turns it around. That is up and out. This ALCS, and that was center.
Their third base coach, who
so good to see him in the stands.
Awesome.
That just makes.
Said that's
he homers today, and the Astros are up 1-0. These 2 starting pitchers.
2017, and right here, first pitch of the game. It's what Dusty talks about.
It includes his teammate Altuve. Reggie career postseason homers. Wave and a miss, and a good breaking ball from Kearns now in his 10 games played. 10 runs batted. Oh yeah, Mighty Mouse was jacked. And Dusty Baker were very close. We saw that scene. Yeah, that's very cool. And Altuve draws a walk.
Adames Lau, the G-man at first base today, and in the outfield, Arozarena.
That Curtis could get him through slicing. That's a long run, but will be run down on the very first pitch.
Through 2 innings or more 5 times this year.
And it looked from up here, guys, that ball was maybe going to have a chance to fall in, but
the coverage provided by Goodyear, celebrating the endless pursuit of forward momentum. On quite a bit. He's drawn a lot of walks, deep count at bats. Today, the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz, and a wave and a miss.
It's a tight slider.
How can bring it almost works in Dusty Baker's plan.
17 Ks with the velocity and the way.
Over ground ball to Bregman. Excellent glove man over there.
Meadows in the first, and a change up there to Diaz to get the ground ball. So he's supposed to be.
2017, just $20,000, and he was a late in an organization, at least in the prospect status. But the Astros have hit on 3 of those.
DH, right? But yeah,
they're all performing well this postseason as Choi rolls over 1 foul ball and a strike on Choi. Inside the numbers presented by DraftKings. Choi pulls 1 foul.
Yeah, 3-2 count. Do you challenge him?
Here's a payoff. And he missed. And for your favorite team's chase to the pennant, including video. Popped a 3. And to your point in the open, Jeff, the Rays have in their offense right now, and that's got their postseason start. Fly ball to right for Reddick. Glasses on.
I should all converge on the ball just in case someone loses it.
Well, there's got to be communication.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Staring right into that setting where the position players win to pull. That's right. Leaving him in was the big story of the game last. Goes for the Rays, and that hit him. And Frenchie, this is where the Tampa Bay Rindle.
And look at Maldonado after this. Watch his frustration with his.
Nice pick back there by Maldonado, and he's going to. Wheels are already in motion.
I can tell you from experience, kind of sink a little bit because your adrenaline goes down, and you got to fight.
Looks a little frustrated with a couple of those pitches from Garcia. Like, help our young guy out here.
Being erratic with his secondary stuff, his slider and changeup. It's either.
And he missed with it. And it's ball 4, and the bases. Blake Taylor continuing to get hot in the bullpen. So here is Zunino. They're loaded up with 2 outs, and it's 0-2. Another fastball. Same hits have come few and far between, but Zunino at the track. He's going to make the Houston. Little League. For every text of Little League to 313131. Correa 2 for 14 in this championship series. Correa chased one, down he goes. So it is all mapped out. This was the plan all along. Josh Fleming put on this championship.
Starts 2 relief appearances. He is September 27th.
And I'm sure he's. Did he go? They'll ask, and he did.
Series has been very aggressive with calling the check swing. If you check your.
It has been a monumental struggle for Gurley this year. Routine fly ball. Will take over for Luis Garcia, the left-hander. Garcia 2 scoreless innings, 2 walks, a hit bat. Pretty well. Reddick out of room, and it one as Lau connects on one. His first.
And a guy that the Rays have desperately been waiting for.
Matchup. Maybe he needed a left-handed pitcher to help him stay. Powered that one out of here.
Way to the warning track first at bat with a lot better swing than what we've seen.
Well, how good does that feel for him? Everybody down that dugout.
History of this, if you remember, even when Joe Madden was
First, I don't even want him thinking about an at-bat. Creates quite the strobe effect. His knowledge with Meadows, another lefty. Down he goes. Rosarell, he hardly budged. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hits it sharply, gobbled up by Gurriel. Faces 3 batters, gives up a game time. All tied at 1. Him on much earlier than he normally would. To center field. That was part of that 5-run 6th inning for the Rays. A pitcher's delight. Diaz, a bouncing ball, 2-base throw. A struggling hitter. He's found it now. And the game is right now, and that is Reddick and Aledmus Diaz. So first time around.
Josh Fleming of this summer. He's got great poise, great maturity.
At all. Reddick turns that one around. That's falling fast, and it's down to base skipper Kevin Cash. Ron, the Rays, the best team in the American League. Maldonado taking all the way, takes a strike.
I think cognizant of seeing the breaking ball that like arose around.
2-2 the count. Maldonado turns on one, pulls it foul. Not a good Cadet. That ball's got some carry. Meadows is back. It's from the bottom of the Astros order, and they are in.
Coach right here. Look, that's a 2-seamer off the plate.
Margot with the backup to get the ball in and stop the runner.
Twice yesterday, scored 2 runs. A double here today in his first at bat.
And maybe even more coming up with the DH.
Second and third, nobody. Edge over is Fleming. Looks, throw. About that after game 2, it was bright for them.
The youngster Fleming.
And you show no approach wise. Same pitch Maldonado.
Off his right instep back.
And Bradley will drive in one for sure.
Thinking, okay, he's going to keep him.
Good hustle by the catcher.
Michael Bradley gives the Astros a 3-1 lead.
Gets a pitch out over the plate that he can handle and lines it into right.
Single Michael Bradley. Third base coach. He's got that win. 3-2. And he walked him. That was close.
Not be able to get that length from Fleming like they thought they would.
In the postseason in this series. Exit velocity. Down third base. Wendell over to second. Out there. The turn. Astros break the 1-1 tie. It's 3-1 Houston as we do RBI single by Michael Bradley. Ji-Man Choi will lead off. He is available though. As Choi takes a strike. 1-1. He's got the toothpick out. One of these managers is going to have to make an adjustment as Paredes hits the bull back there. Coming your way.
I can tell you who's thinking about that the most is
on here in the fourth. Lauren had a chance to visit with Dusty Baker between innings. Your excitement. Visit MLB.com/cheer to join in.
got Diaz to ground out. The other righty, Margot, strike out. So for him,
he loves to swing at that first pitch anyway. Choi, Wendell at first, and that one's in there. A called strike, put it in the 2-2 the count. And down he goes. Adames chased one.
After a high fastball, after those two fastballs were called
for strikes.
Did you see that reaction by Maldonado? He
a swing at him. Correa with 5. Ball, second baseman Lau gobbles it up. Correa. Josh Fleming, Webster University.
he did okay.
Great Astro closer. How to build velocity. Meadows is there to make.
You never did this, did you, Frenchie?
Never. Situation. He punched me on 3 pitches. That's why I said, okay, this is
quitting. If you send him, he was in the big leagues shortly thereafter. Houston. An easy play. There is activity in the Astros bullpen. Andre Scrub on a Brantley 2 RBI single. Field Springer on the run, and this ball is going to fly.
I think the thing that impresses you for the curveball pulled it almost.
And a Rose Arena continues to impress. Series MVP. Nobody swinging the bat like this guy in the postseason, Ronnie.
Remember, he took the
Bay Rays record. A powerful, compact swing. Bam.
back in 15.
Beltran in 04 for the
Beltran
Astros.
in 04. There you go. He has thrown in an outing this year. He's at 35.
3-2 pitch, and it's ball 4. Meadows reaches way. Game 5. This is going to be a wild ride. They're almost single-handedly getting it done for him. Yeah, he's gone. Diaz strikes out.
Ball to go along with not 96-mile-an-hour.
Guy single by Bradley. There's a shot into center field, a base hit. Meadows.
Just a high fastball, Frenchie. Jumps all over it.
Choi carries the go-ahead run. We're only in the 5th inning. Mark, slow roller, going to be a tough play. Bregman bare hands, throw it a shot. Barehanded. Throw it in. Turns to the mound. Out number 1 on the first pitch.
In a third through 12 pitches and got 3 outs in yesterday.
Round. Wendell. Plenty of time.
Series that we've seen the Astros make a play and kind of get a little payback.
That's right. Get a
career postseason homers. He has out of play. He just wore it.
Being angry as a pitcher works. He's all right in the ballpark.
Oh, another foul ball. Spring that experience. There's a swing and a miss. Slegger's stuck with it. And if you're Dusty Baker right now, Jeff Francoeur, you're kind of getting into protecting leads late in games with their talented bullpen. Wendell ground of him throwing the ball the last 2 games after
Score a couple runs. Now all of a sudden.
to the count. And then he backs it up with a night coming to the major leagues the last few years.
And younger also.
Adames, slow roller foul.
A success.
Count. Zunino into left field. That's down. A base hit. Is on. Top of the order coming up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Well, high right back. 3-2. Ray's bullpen is 1 away in the inning. A bag. Fair ball into left field. Altuve. He's been showing off with the bat.
Well, Frenchie, to your point, you see
T-Mobile base cam. Altuve.
Yeah, and the Rosarena did a great job of
1-2 pitch. Breck under it. And that will. Austin Meadows. Due next. Another 3-2. And he got him a strikeout. A Rosa.
change of pitches was the whole at bat.
the change of speed was everything.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch. On the ground. The shift is on. The only man over there is Bregman. Raised to 2 runs. Ground under the glove, but right to Altuve. And Then Michael Bradley with a 2 RBI hit. That's a line shot. Lau makes the way it's gone for many of the Astro hitters. They've gotten their hits in this series.
Just haven't pitched enough for their rookie status to expire.
It's incredible. Crowd. Wendell gobbles it up. Looks the runner back. It's here with Reddick. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Sleggers with the strike. And they will advance to the World Series for just the second time. That one's low.
Rays are in familiar territory.
And in deep, Ji-Man Choi will what blast by Ji-Man Choi.
He did not miss this ball. Got a fastball to play. Now all of a sudden they're tied. Down in the zone where all he did was drop the bat head
Early and provide
business over there, isn't he?
via homers for the Tampa Bay.
On Wendell. Up the middle. James makes the play. Fired a second. Out there. Correa's to see James here. Something grabbed him. Something. Zunit smashed through for a base hit. Right.
and really lucky that's only a single.
They had the shift correct. It's just he hit it.
If the Astros can get to tomorrow, Dusty Baker will not hesitate. Big swing and a miss. Arena. Presley deals in, coming in to make the.
But Diaz on deck, the righty too. He's going to kind of pick who he wants to go.
Presley deals in the playable, and Ryan Presley.